Welcome back. As the days get shorter, it's no surprise that many of us are starting to feel a little sluggish.
A little bit. We're really feeling it. Well, our next guest says that improving your posture can increase dopamine levels, helping us feel a whole lot better. Please welcome back to the show, body and posture expert, Liza Egboga. Nice to see you, my friend. All right, so let's start off with a very basic question, which is why should we care about the dopamine levels in our body?
All right. Well, first of all, dopamine is a neurotransmitter, which means it's a chemical messenger in the brain that affects our central and peripheral nervous system.
Okay.
And its key role is when it comes to reward and pleasure, which is, of course, we all love pleasure. That's so important. But also when it comes to motivation, drive, cognition, learning, and body movement, body control, and also your mood. So that's why when your dopamine levels are high, you're happier. And when your dopamine levels are lower, you can be more depressed. And people who are suffering from low dopamine can end up with movement disorders. They can end up with cognitive aging, and then also depression and procrastination. So when your dopamine levels are low, you're going to be less motivated and procrastinate more.
Okay. But how is your posture, and I'm sitting up straight for this.
Yes.
How is your posture tied? Yeah, sit up straight.
I know, I was like, okay.
How is your posture related to these dopamine levels? That's what I don't get.
So that's what's so fascinating, the way that our posture can actually influence our levels of dopamine. So first of all, when you have good posture, so that means your shoulders are back, you're standing tall, you feel more confident, you feel better, and that triggers a response in your body to actually produce more dopamine. So it's this great feedback loop. And not only that, when you have good posture, your chest cavity is open, you actually breathe better, which means you have higher oxygen capacity. And what do neurotransmitters love? They love oxygen, and they need oxygen. So the more oxygen that you have, the more dopamine that is produced. And then not only that, to have good posture, you need to have a strong core. When you have a strong core, that facilitates proper body movement and control. When we're functional and we have proper body movement and control, our body also produces more dopamine. So many ways in which our posture influences our dopamine levels.
All right, so let's put everything you're saying to the test. We're going to move to the center because you're going to show us some exercises that are going to be great for our posture and also increase our dopamine levels.
Yes.
So we're going to start with a side hip opener circle. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so how do we do this one? We should probably take off our shoes, right?
You guys can take off your shoes. I'm going to keep mine on.
Okay.
They're like sneakers, so.
Shoes off.
The second somebody says take your shoes off, I'm off. Take them off.
Okay.
All right, so you can put your hands on your hip for some balance. And then what you're doing is you're going to raise one leg, and then you're going to open it up to the side and try and make as big of a circle as you can. Perfect. Perfect, and great balance.
Yeah, don't kick me.
And then you're just going to be alternating sides.
For this exercise.
Amazing.
All right, so what is this doing for us?
So as you are doing these hip circles, you can feel that your hips are opening up, and then you're also mindful because you have to keep your balance. So when you are opening up your hips and releasing tension from your hips, which is where we store a lot of tension, and being mindful, that triggers your body to produce more dopamine.
This is really attractive. Look at this.
Okay.
It actually is, you know?
Now let's move on to something that you're calling the full body shake. What is that going to look like?
Yeah, so with this one, there's no one size fits all. Everyone's shaking will be different. But literally what you want to do is you just want to let everything go. So your arms, your limbs, your neck, relax everything. And then you just want to shake. So you're literally just shaking.
You go first.
No, I'm doing this. You do it.
Okay, wait. I got to
shake.
No,
Just shake.
Whatever
it looks like. Just shake. There we go. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm feeling
Perfect.
Yes.
I'm feeling my dopamine.
All right, so this helps us increase our dopamine levels.
Absolutely. So the reason is it actually activates our sensory receptors because of the shaking. And then also because of the rhythmic movement, that actually encourages our body to produce more dopamine. So 2 ways that it does that.
I love that idea, especially if you have a job where you sit down for hours and hours and you're just kind of feeling that lull. Maybe just go in the bathroom, or if you can, stand there and just kind of shake it all up.
Could you
No, literally shake it off. Shake it off.
Your dopamine
exactly.
levels
That's
up
where
high.
shake it off comes from. Yes.
All right, so our next one is an oldie but a goodie. We're talking about jumping jacks. All right,
Yes.
so why do these work?
So jumping jacks are great because, again, you get that physical exertion, that movement, and it's a rhythmic movement, which means that it's also going to boost dopamine levels.
I guess we should do one, right?
No, we have to do a couple. So you know how to do your jumping jacks, whichever way you want to do them. Exactly.
You know what? I'm glad I wore the right bra today, Liza.
I did not. And the thing is, jumping jacks are fun, right?
Yeah, actually, it's a quick thing you can do anywhere. I love it.
Exactly.
Okay, now to an exercise many of us know and love. I do not. It is planking. Walk us through this.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I mean, I love a plank. So
Me
we're going
too.
to get down on our knees.
Okay.
All right.
And then you want to walk your hands forward so that your wrists are actually under your shoulders.
Okay.
And then you want to use your core and your glutes to bring yourself up
Okay.
so that you're flat like a plank.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, and
There we go.
should head be up or down?
You just want it to be about in line with your body.
Okay. All right.
Is this good posture?
Yeah, so the thing is, no, that's really great. The reason why the plank is so great is because we're working our core. And since almost 50% of dopamine is made in the gut, when you are working your core, you're actually strengthening your gut and
yeah.
look at you showing off. Don't mess with that. That's why this is great for dopamine. Okay, amazing.
All right, so let's go to our next one. I'm going to say this very slowly and very carefully. Our next move is the camel pose.
Yes, correct.
Talk to us about this one and what does it do for us?
So we're gonna be on our knees, and again, actually everyone's in perfect position already. And then what you want to do is you want to arch back, and if you can, you actually want to reach your heels.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, this feels good.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one I can do.
So Liza, what does this do for us? How are we?
So when you're in this pose, you feel that your hip flexors or your psoas muscle are actually lengthening. So we actually store a lot of emotional stress and trauma and tension in these psoas muscles. So when you do the camel pose, you're actually releasing the tension and releasing the stress from that psoas muscle and the fascia in the area. And when that happens, our body says, you deserve some more dopamine.
That did something to me.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. I'm high, guys.
And that's what it's that dopamine boost.
So much cheaper than therapy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
much
do both.
All right, Liza, thank you so much for